we're going to do an autopsy, she should have some privacy. Come on, boys, let's go.
Theo, Kay and I gingerly lifted the woman up and carried her to the infirmary. Perhaps he just didn't consider himself one of the boys. Or maybe he hit with something else. Or whatever the reason, Temuyuji only stared. His whole body was rigid, like a rope pulled almost to its breaking point. It was his eyes that caught my attention. Thanks, Cledo. He wasn't staring at us, not quite. It was more like he was staring toward us, a smouldering spark of something burning silently behind his gaze. Dun, 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 dun. It wasn't until we were almost to the infirmary that I realised Temuyuji hadn't spoken a single word since the moment we found the body. Hush. I turned to look back at him. He was following us at a distance, his breathing heavy and laboured, and his movements slow and shuffling, as if his body was suddenly made of lead. Dum dum. Infirmary. The old woman's body was surprisingly light. Carrying her felt almost like carrying an old, dry piece of wood. That's weird. We set her down carefully in the infirmary bed, as if we were afraid she might break. Streamlabs is a good lad, isn't he, Ryan? She looks so peaceful. Almost like she's going to wake up any minute now. Hey, Kirst, alright, bro?
Maybe she didn't suffer much when she died.
You alright, man? Let's hope so.
Anyway, I feel a little bad about doing this, but I think we need to examine her.
You mean like an autopsy or something?
I'm just going to have a look at the wound. If we had a coroner, then it would be a different story, but... What?
I'm a coroner.
I have a medical license.
You're a nurse?
No.
You're a doctor?
Well, I'm not exactly a coroner.
A vet.
Interesting. I guess you really can't judge a book by its cover, can you?
I'm good, man, I'm good.
Sorry.
How are things on your
You
end?
don't need to apologize.
Yeah, Friday, isn't
To
it?
perform an autopsy?
You can have a drink tonight.
I won't really be doing it. I
Adam.
think that machine over there is a medical scanner.
Oh,
It's called an Atom.
so it's
It uses
me.
nuclear magnetic resonance imaging to examine and diagnose people.
Ah, yes, I remember.
Oh yeah? And just how the hell do you remember that?
Because Alice, Clover, and I examined this entire room.
Yes. I think I should be able to manage that.
I want my £10 starring in this game. Or £5 or whatever. Loon around the scanner over the body. Then turn back to the terminal. The display filled up with text, most of it rather technical. Sex female, date, age rather 65-75. See, I'm not gonna read that. What the fuck does insanguination mean? I've never heard of that word before. Exsanguination. Sang blood. Explodanation. Bleeding out. Oh, okay. There wasn't really that much blood though, was there, on her body for bleeding out? Do you know what I mean? Like in terms of what was on the floor. Unless like when you get to the age of 75 you only have like a pint of blood in you or something. Based on the characteristic, yeah, single-bladed instrument. Huh? Yeah, I don't really get it. What's it mean by instrument? Was she stabbed with a clarinet or something?
It means a tool of some sort. A knife, probably.
In other words, she was stabbed in the heart, right?
Yes.
Well, I suppose that clears me of suspicion.
A Capri Sun pouch, yeah.
No.
Why?
Very sugar-based.
Don't tell me you think my hand can somehow turn into a knife.
I told you that was a joke.
Then why am I still a suspect?
We found the old lady in one of the AB rooms, specifically the one farthest to the left. Before we went in there, only 2 other people had been in that room. You,
Clark,
Clover. Only
Clover
one
and
of you
Kay.
was conscious.
Oh yeah.
Vi, please, stop joking around. I assure you, there was no one else in that room besides Clover when I woke up.
Yeah.
She must have
What does
been
instrument
there.
mean?
But the door was locked, right? I don't think anyone could have gotten in without the key.
Perhaps, but there was a hatch on the ceiling, remember?
Yes, there was. But Zero said he locked all the hatches.
Well, if he was telling the truth, nobody could have gotten in there after you two left, except for the Zero himself or herself. Which means...
You fucking bastard! Why'd you kill her, Kay? I knew it. You're him, aren't you? You're the real Zero.
Wait a minute, please. Just calm down. You aren't making sense. Let's suppose I am Zero. Why would I do something that would obviously cast suspicion on me?
Well, because you figured we'd think that. And you'd throw us off the trail by doing the exact opposite.
That's not a logical argument. Still, you do have at least half a point. Your argument doesn't confirm my guilt, but it does show us where we should be looking. The real Zero. The person who brought us here is likely the person who murdered that woman. Doesn't that seem like the most reasonable answer?
I guess. Yeah, that makes sense.
Unless
If
Kay
Zero
was the killer,
murderer,
but and
then
Zero.
they could open anything they wanted to. I mean, didn't Zero say something about that?
I live in the master computer. That means all the electronic doors in this whole warren are under my control.
Exactly. Also, consider this. If the murderer isn't Zero, why would the AI Zero stay silent? He told us that his job was to make sure the game ran smoothly. But now the unexpected has happened, and he says nothing. Why would he do that? If he can see everything we do, then he must know who killed the old woman. So why has he kept his silence? The answer is simple. The murderer is Zero, or rather Zero Senior, I suppose you could say. He likely ordered Zero Junior, the AI, to keep his identity hidden. If Zero Junior told us about the murder, then Zero Senior's identity would be compromised. There is something else to consider as well.
Ain't
Perhaps
Kay
the
smart?
murder was not unexpected. Zero Senior murdered her, just as planned. Death is only another part of the game.
Killing somebody is just a part of a game to him.
Well, there's no way to know for sure, but I would assume so.
Yeah, putting him in Among Us, eh? But you wouldn't want to listen to him, would you, in a Among Us game?
Apodex game polling closes.
Because you'd listen to him, and then by the end of his talk, it would be like 10 seconds left to vote.
All players, please enter your votes.
If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
What's that about? Amberdeck's game polling closes.
I don't know.
Bloody hell. I don't really think like people would wear that, would they? Would you walk outside with that on? I don't think anybody would unless you went to get like arrested or something. Unless you're in Spain, where like nudism's fine. You should ally with her, yeah. I like her eyeliner or whatever it is.
Well, one thing's for sure. If we don't go vote, something bad's going to happen.
You see?
On Amazon.
Just as I said.
What, this game here? Or on Steam? Steam.io. Is that only about £8 actually at the moment? It's 66% off. I think it was at £8.80 or something.
Zero Jr. ensures the game continues.
Oh, that outfit.
Has died.
So you look for it, did you? I suppose it's not on Amazon because you just have to get like a thing that you hang from your neck, and you just don't wear any clothes. Where was the body? Blue? Was Blue doing something suspicious? Blue. Okay, a bit blue. Oh, we're voting for Blue. I don't know. They seem sus. What are they doing? It seems sus. I don't know. Blue is not the imposter. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's true. If you play with friends though, it's like probably better than randos, isn't it, in that way?
All of this is part of Zero Senior's plan.
Let's get back to the warehouse. If we all head to the AB rooms, maybe we'll see Zero Jr. After all, he told us he'd give us specifics once we got in.
Fi's quite clever. Bum, 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 bum. Really going in there? Kinda don't want to. I mean, there was a dead lady in there just a few minutes ago. Wait. Where'd you go?
Up here.
Up. Whoa. What the hell is she doing? Doing ninja shit. You must be really desperate to get high.
Seriously? That's the best you can do? I was expecting something about how I jump at the first sign of trouble.
Everybody's already gone into the AB rooms.
Yeah, well, there was something I wanted to check out. This thing. Remember it? Try opening it. Then that means this AB room is locked down tight. No one could get in. Yeah.
Well, I mean, like... Say it only opens from the inside, though. If the killer's hiding in there as well. No. I know, right? I know. I'm guessing the others didn't have a body in it either.
I know. I just wanted to be sure.
5 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.